Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing. I thought I would just go ahead and turn the camera on while I create some really quick fabric ruffles. So I actually had, I've been looking for some feedback about what to do with the cover and what colors to incorporate in the Winter Garden Journal as far as the cover goes, because I'm having a hard time with the inspiration. So I'm going to show you really quick what I am going to do, just give you a sneak peek at the cover. So I am going to do a completely mixed media cover, and I'm just going to show you the bits that I will be using. So I've already prepped these, and there's going to be, this is chipboard and this is clay molds that I've made. And I just really, this spoke to me because it's Winter Garden, and it's like the Winter Maiden idea that I have been kind of attached to this season. When I did my design team project for Lorna Taylor, Lorna at Tailor Made Journals, and I called that little folio journal the Winter Maiden. And so I thought, hey, I'm going to go ahead and continue with that theme here. So I'm not doing this in this video. I just thought I'd give you a sneak peek. You guys get the inside scoop. So we've got some clay bits. We've got an angel wing, a butterfly, a rosebud, and a rose. So that's going to build, going to be part of the focal point here of the piece. And then I've got this chipboard that is this gate. So we're going to be using that along with this chipboard brick, these chipboard brick pieces, and some leaves and stuff like that. So the whole front of the cover is going to be taken over by these pieces. So I decided I am going to go ahead and use this. I didn't show you guys this gray fabric in my other video, but it's like, look at the pattern in that. It almost looks wintry to me. And so I'm going to be using this. I'm going to be covering the whole book with this fabric. And then I'm going to be using this pink with kind of the stars that I talked about in another video as the accent color. So there's not going to be a bunch of that in the journal. Just bits here and there, because this is what this first signature looks like, and there is some pink in the journal, so I thought it would be fun to bring that pink in, and as you can see, it is a perfect match. So I'm playing around with that. So yeah, so I thought I'd bring you along though and let you see what I'm going to do with these ruffles, because that was one of the things that was asked of me. So this is a picture that I took of the layout for the project, for the cover. And this is always subject to change with mixed media. As I've mentioned before, it is always a kind of a moving target for me. So this is kind of the base of what I'm thinking anyway. So let's go ahead and get my sewing machine. I didn't get it plugged in, silly me. I been struggling with the setup here because I really want my sewing machine to be more accessible than it is, because it's not currently living on my table. So it makes it a little harder for me to grab it. So I'm just going to go ahead and hook everything up here. So I just store it over on a shelf beside me. And so we're going to get that plugged in and get my foot down on the floor. And again, I've never done ruffles before, so, I mean, not officially. So I decided I'm going to do it in this, I also have this sparkly fabric, which I've used in other projects, other journals. So, and again, that's going to be an accent color. It's not going to be a predominant color. So I have two pieces of that. As you can see, they are fairly small. And so once you start ruffling them, they're going to get pretty little. These ones will be able to stay pretty long. This is just muslin fabric. So I thought, since I've got the sewing machine out, I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of strips of the muslin as well. And then I'm going to do these two ruffles with the gray fabric and then that pink fabric. So let's go ahead and start with one that doesn't matter as much, being the muslin. So I'm going to go ahead and pull my sewing machine a little bit closer here. Hopefully you guys can see. I don't know if that ring light is helpful or not. I don't usually have the ring light on, but it was on and I thought, maybe it is helping with the light in here a little bit. So what we're going to do, I saw ruffles where they sewed the stitching right here, like, you know, like a 1/4 of an inch from this edge so that it's like a true ruffle, not a ruffle down the middle. I mean, not a seam down the middle, or stitch down the middle rather. I can't talk. I just got off work, and so it was my first day back, and I'm a little bit tired, so I want to get another video kind of out of the gate here so that I can kind of relax for the rest of the evening and get my wits about me. It was a great day, and it was so good to see the kids after 2 weeks. I just missed them so much. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of ruffle as I go. So I think I'm going to start with that one down, and I'm just going to get it in my machine. And I apologize, you guys aren't going to be able to see all of that, but I'm wondering... Yeah, nope, I'm not going to gather it. You know how you would gather if you were sewing? I'm not going to gather. I'm just going to stitch. So here we go. So I will probably, depending on how loud this is, I might control the volume, or I might put music to the actual sewing part, because it's kind of annoying to listen to. So I will decide that when I do the editing. And then, because I'm not good at this, I'm going to go ahead and stick this in here. I'm gonna fold that and get a little piece in there. Hopefully as I go along I'll get better at this. It's kind of, it's a little bit nerve-wracking because I've never done it before. So I'm gonna put the foot down, raise it back up. You guys are probably, some of you out there are probably pros and you're like, oh my goodness, there's a better way to do this, Cara-Renee. But I haven't done it. So how about I just fold some to start with? Maybe that would be good. Let's just do that. See, I told you I'd get it. There we go. I'm gonna stop there, because I lost that one. And my OCD self says, oh, why don't you just press these? Get them under the iron and press them all into place, which is not a bad idea. I kind of joke about being OCD, but you know what? We all have our gifts, and it's not a bad thing. So whatever keeps you inspired and allows you to create in the ways that you want to create is what you need to do. So if I decide that this stresses me out and I want to try it by ironing it, I will try it by ironing it. But for now, we're gonna go with this. See how it goes. I'm not looking for perfection as far as the distance between each of those, but I do want to make sure that they're actually gathering. So that, I think I lost one there. Hold on. I'm getting kind of far from that edge too. Like so. Whoops! Ah, Renee! I just stepped on the pedal and my foot's not down. Goodness gracious. Okay. Here we go. So far, so good. I like the brown stitching. I was a little bit unsure if that would be too bold, but I'm liking it. I've seen people do this where they go super fast and they just like stick things under their foot. Like, are you kidding me? I am not that good. I tried to make this long enough so that it could go the whole length of the journal, which is going to be it's going to be 9 inches tall. I'm not sure about brown on the pink though. I may have to switch out my thread for that, because I don't know if that's going to be good or not. So I'm just going to go ahead and just backstitch this, and I'm going to backstitch it quite a bit here just in case I need to cut that off, and it's not going to unravel for me. There we go. Oh, that's really small. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's not what I want to do. That's not far enough apart. I mean, that will be pretty somewhere, but it's way too close. So let's try that again. So, getting myself all steamy here. Take my sweater off. There we go. So let's try that again. Try that again. So we need to have them be farther apart. So let's try this again. Try again. That's what they say, right? I'm gonna go a lot longer in my ruffle fold here. So like so, and then like so. I think that's a little bit too big though. I'm trying to find the happy medium here. I think that's better. So we'll find out when we get it out, right? I have a piece of fabric over here I want to try in a second. Just a scrap that I've just popped into my head I thought would be fun to try for this journal. I definitely like that better. It almost feels like it's too big now, so I don't know how to get that happy medium without actually like pressing the ruffles. I really don't want to do that. I don't want to be that uptight. I just want to kind of go with it, you know, and be okay. So let's see. Try again. I think it's better. I'm new to them, so I'm not sure that I really love the look. Maybe is also partly why it feels a little bit odd here. Whoops, foot down. We'll see. I guess I'll have to put it up to a page. Maybe that'll be the test and just see. Sometimes things look weird until they actually get in their home, so to speak. And let's just, yeah, I think that's the end of that. There we go. So I feel like that is better. I do like that a lot better. So let's just look at what it would look like in a journal, just for kicks. So let me get one of the signatures here and just show you. Hopefully I can get this in camera. There we go. So I got the machine in the way. So this is one of the signatures. So let's say we wanted to put it on here. Sorry, let me shift that. Ugh. So what I would do is I would stitch it right here. Oh, I like that. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It would be really pretty to glue a piece of lace to cover that up. That's what I might do. But I think I want to switch the thread on this and see if I like that better. And I also wanted to do some paper ruffles too. So I'm going to pause the camera really quick and get a couple things ready, and I'll be right back. I hope you don't mind my just learning kind of as I go here on camera. I know that you guys many of you probably could tell me how to do this. So I wouldn't be opposed to your suggestions. I love your suggestions in the comments of my videos. It's super helpful because I am new to this kind of crafting with journals. So there's a lot I don't know. So it's a long day. So let's see if we can get this needle threaded. You think we can? There we go. Not too bad for an old lady. There we go. I'll get that bobbin thread changed out as well. My machine needs cleaned, something fierce. It makes a terrible sound when I wind my bobbin. Like it's dying. It wants to be put out of its misery. I need to give it some TLC. There we go. So our white thread is in. And let's go ahead and put this on. I'm going to go ahead and do the pink ruffle really quick. So, and then we've got some extra fabric here. We might just do some other bits, some other like shorter, I don't know what we're doing. Let's just do this. Let's just try. Sometimes you just have to do it, right? And not think about it too much. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that in there, and I'm going to backspace. Sorry, I'm a little slow at this. Whoops. My foot wants to go all on its own, apparently. Okay, just about to the end of this one. That's pretty. Pretty. Okay, so I think we're gonna call it good on these two because we did, oh, I needed to do the gray. Should I do the gray in the white? I think so. Let's just do the gray and the white. So that is really, really pretty too. I like that. That's gonna work beautiful in this journal. So, and then I do wanna do a little bit on paper. So hope you guys don't mind. I wonder if there's a better way to do this if I go tuck it the other way. Like that. I think I was doing it the hard way. It's better to fold it out towards yourself. So can you see that where I'm folding it out towards myself rather than trying to get underneath the previous piece? I think that's actually easier, says the novice. It's okay, we all start somewhere, right? We all start somewhere. There we go. I'm loving that. That one looks a little bit weird down here on this end, but that's okay. We will use it. Awesome. So there's our gray ruffle. Isn't that pretty? I love that that's actually the right side. and I love that it's frayed, and I'm gonna leave it like that. I love that look. So I'm gonna step away really quick and grab some paper, and I'll be right back. So I just found this handmade paper that I've talked to you guys about before. I'm gonna go ahead and trim this, and we're gonna make a little bit of a ruffle out of it. Why not? This was not what I planned, but it's okay. So I wonder if it's gonna work though, because it's kind of stiff in places. So I think it will be fine though. So sorry that's off camera, guys. Let's just do it. Let's just experiment. So this is trickier to fold, so I'm gonna put my foot up there and then go like that and go like that. Whoops. You may or may not like this. This is a lot harder because the paper is kind of, it's textured, so it's really parts that don't want to really bend, right, like right here. So I just have to train it like that. Whoops. Why is it coming undone? Come on, man. I think it came undone there. Ah, it did. Oh man, we're gonna stop that. I will, I'll try that another time and get that. I'll just take this, I'll cut it off probably. So anyway, just playing. So I'm gonna do some some strips of coffee dyed paper. Ooh, it smells like coffee. This is 65-pound weight coffee dyed paper. Goodness, Renee. Keep stepping on the pedal. I don't want this thread to be white though, so I'm going to switch it back out for the brown. I'll be right back. Okay, so that thread is back in. Okay. I'm going to do a test here really quick because I think that was kind of rocky. So I'm going to just stitch on this. I think that threading was a little bit weird, maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, it's okay. Actually, it looks really cool on this paper. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. So this is what this looks like, and I actually almost prefer it to the paper ruffle because I like the thick paper that's created using this 65-pound paper, but because it's pretty sturdy, but it's not going to ruffle really well. So I really, really like that. So I think I'm going to continue off camera and do some more of that. So I have a couple of pieces of scrap here. Let me see if I can find it easily that I wanted to show you. How about some Sari Silk? This isn't what I was trying to find you. I'm like, yeah, squirrel, squirrel, apparently. I don't know where I put that piece of, it was like it was almost, I think it was a piece of a book binding or something, but it was really papery. So let's try the Sari Silk though. Why not? Why not? We're just going to do the same thing that we just did with the paper, but I am going to cut it at that knot. This is something was just in my scrap bin. I like that. I like how crinkly it is. This would be great on the side of a page as well. So I'm glad we kind of went off the beaten path here and we're just kind of exploring some different materials because this could be really cool. Oh. My machine, it sucked in the Sari Silk. Beep, beep, beep. That was unfortunate. See, the machine needs cleaned. That's okay, I was done there. So there is that. So I think we're gonna just call it a day here. I don't know if this was productive or not, because I'm gonna have to figure out my machine here. I messed, oh, well, maybe she's fine now. Let's see, are you fine? Nope, something broke off. I'll have to fix that, but look at this Sari Silk. Isn't that cool? Oh, I'm definitely going to use that in the journal. So let's just look at what we have here. I know it didn't seem like we really accomplished a lot, but I was brave, and that's important, right? To do something on camera I've never done before. So we have that Sari Silk stitching. We've got the gray fabric. We've got the pink fabric, which is really lovely as well. And then we have the, what was this called? Muslin. I always lose that word for some reason. So there we go. And then we've got our paper. So I'll probably do more of this off camera, and I'll probably just add it to the pictures. So there we go. I might take some strips from the kit and do the same thing, create some page borders and such. So you can check out all that in the photos at the end of the video if you'd like. So thanks for being patient and hanging out with me while I just kind of played and experimented. I mean, if I sit down, I'm usually turning the camera on just because I feel like you never know when something's going to happen in your creative process that you want to share. So there we go. Thanks so much, guys. Bye-bye.